Hello and welcome to episode 46 of my Endwalker playthrough. Let's get straight back into it. I think it'll be the last one I'm recording today. Hopefully we'll get close to the end so we can finish off tomorrow. We've just finished the second island. I've got 3 of my fates down, although I have no idea where the gemstone trader is, so that's not particularly helpful. And there's 2 Aether quests about, but not the 4 that we need. Victory lost, or victory something lost. Guard here regards his comrades with solemn silence. Are you ready to continue on? Then let us make our way to where that light shone. Yestola and Urianje have opened the way for us. Northeast. Let me go get that. Some manner of ear device. If our friend awakened it, then it should be safe to use. Judging by these directions, this should be the place. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanated from this arcane platform. This is a portal, and no mistake. Let's see where it leads. Portal of wisdom, travel through the portal. Oh! This must be Omega's homeworld then. So once again you'll notice these, but you'll also notice that those and these are also way more familiar here. Amazing. Yet another civilization. The one that created Omega. Attacked as soon as you arrived? Not the most welcoming of places, is it? We must try to find the denizens who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land, see how far we can go. If I'll help Alpha know with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. Apart from hostile beings, take care with footing. I mislike the look of the terrain. Not knowing what the locals are, you'd best take care of yourself. We'll find you once we finished exploring. All we know is that they built Omega. We don't actually know much about them themselves, do we? Level Tricker. I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the island, so I propose we search the central area. There are matching patrols here and there, sentinels in all likelihood. Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. So let us avoid them and look for another that appears more approachable. right over there. You see no patrolling machines in the area, and they do not seem inclined to non-violent intercourse. Where to next? Much further on. The floor around here is a pain. Four left. Southeast. Slightly away from where we're going. We've got a decent way to go. We'll just run past these guys and lose them over here. Additional entity detected. Look, Nathan, the machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we can communicate with them. Begging your pardon, but we are searching for the denizens of this star. This unknown life form detected. Assigning generic label, Interplanetary Traveler. Greetings and welcome to the planet. Beep boop. The planets? What, could you repeat that? Oh, please repeat that. It appears your hearing organs is unable to process the name of our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are called the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. Omicrons, you say? And what is it that you do here? We prepare for war. As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody or terminated. Not a little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what else I can learn from these fellows. Could you try speaking with the others? FFXIV is probably over there, south, or still southeast. I see it. It's a little way away. Be obsessed. Greetings, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Sigma. Bzzzt. Measuring combat capabilities. Result negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Greetings, traveler. We are Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the homeworld of beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Yet those the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. A subsequent costing determined that the losses incurred exceeded the gains. In other words, you lost more than you gave, or they kicked your ass more than you kicked theirs. Beep boop. Automated weapons detected. deployment complete. Vanguard armaments upgraded, complete. Munition level satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment nominal. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Maintain in state of combat readiness. Hey, there's the gemstone trader. So now we can actually get mount speed boost if we can get 2 more fates. I got one on the way here. You learned a thing or two? I did. We share our findings, however, I believe it best to step outside the outpost. Come with me. Ah, there you are. We finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there is no way forward. There was portals like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated islands. Then, as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. What of yourself? Did you find anyone to speak with? So the Omicrons seek to advance themselves through conquest. Following their victory over the dragons, they stand ready for their next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, and so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Urianje's description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others. Urianje said this? During our investigations, before we joined you in Elegia, I would say Sigma. If their purpose was to seek out civilizations to fight in conquest, to improve themselves, and the dragons were supposed to be the fiercest of them all, and they fought them and won, then what else is there to do to improve? So that's the way of it. Why couldn't he just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, it's certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons and the longed for death, the Omicron longed for conflict, as much as that may lead to destruction. It must be considered a distant desire. In order to find the source of the dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, this Sir. According to M-032, the first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. M-032 also added that it would be a pointless exercise, but that in itself, I believe, is worth investigating. What say you? Okay, I believe this will have put us... Hang on a second, this put us near fate. I'll be right back. We done. We're just going to grab this. There we go. And I believe we only need one more. Let's confirm. Shared fates. Yes, we only need one more. Is there one near an Aetheryte at the minute? No. Let's zoom out so we can keep an eye on that. Because if we can find it, I may as well quickly run and grab it. It does look like we have all of the Aetheryte quests now. There's another one 400 to the south. Or 100 to the south. Pointless exercise. What does it mean, I wonder? Considering the Omicron's single-minded character, this lack of new orders does seem unusual. I agree that we should seek out their leader. Hatia is ready to set forth. So the consul we seek lies on the far end of the island. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely as direct as it seems. Let us watch our step as we make our way. Are you heading south? We are heading southward. We are heading towards the next aetheryte. Good. There it is. How do we get to there? Well, they're almost certainly aggroed by sound. Not near enough. Oh, there's the last one. Last one, last two. How many have we got left? Interesting that they jammed them all in here. There's one left. Northeast. Oh, we must have missed it. Yeah, they just jammed the remaining 5 in here. I think I can just get out of range, so long as it isn't ranged. Okay, that's all of that. Just the actual quests themselves, which I will do after this episode while I'm watching other stuff. Probably. That's the original plan, but I'll stick to it, I don't know. But they'll get done between this episode and next, one way or the other. And since we're here as well, let's give the experience to my bard. Yeah, not quite standing on the spot. Let's remember to change back before we aggro anything, because they will almost certainly kill us being 10 levels too low. The glow would suggest it's still operational, but how are we to interact with it? Greetings, sir. Can you hear me? Say something if you can. Awaken. Activate. Password. Well, I tried. This appears to be the console, but it seems unresponsive. Would you care to take a look? You tried touching, smacking, attuning with the console, but there is no response. No look, I see. There must be a way to activate it. There must.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough. But if we can't even activate it?
Perhaps there is a way. First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons.
Have you finally realized?
As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega.
You've only just come to realize, to be fair. You weren't there, we've just told you about it. I should cut you a bit of slack. But it would have been nice if I could have brought this up earlier.
Sid built a jamming device to defeat it, a device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
Why not?
As a matter of fact, I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
Because it's how they communicate.
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Be my guest. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Or I could use my custom-made Omega Jammer. If I still have it.
You still have it? Sid and Nero's legendary device which brought low the superweapon Omega. Wait, the actual device was much too big to lug around, so you must only have the control module. And there I was getting all excited. Never mind. An old-fashioned spell will suffice.
It worked!
Opening connection to communications module 1. Connection established. Transmission. Strategic Matrix Signal 1 now online. As the primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir. Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state. End transmission. Closing connection.
Wait! We have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments.
Oh god! They're waiting for Omega to return. And Omega got trapped on our world and is now destroyed.
All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with set guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
It has not returned.
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency.
It's waiting for Omega to return, and Omega is chasing... At the point in time that this would have happened, Omega will be chasing Mid-God-Suma.
If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
I remember when we set Omega loose to deal with Shinryu, an elegant weapon we once thought, and here we are now, visiting a recreation of its homeworld. I can only imagine how else these beings will surprise us. Though I never encountered Omega myself, I conceived the means of sending the Crystal Tower to the First. We borrowed much from its mastery of the Rift. Indeed, so many times did I read the report of your battle, I believe I could recite it word for word. Omega's miniature likeness. Let's try again. Omega's miniature likeness also survived to the future, if a little worse for wear. I must confess, it was a delight to see it again in the present. Let us focus on our search of the outpost. Alistair and I will try speaking to the Omicrons this time, in the hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. Those beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, then let us begin at once. As we came this way, I believe I spied a promising vantage point. Follow me. This map is all squiggly. Vin, you're in the way. Search the Omicron for erratic Omicron. You may move the camera, blah 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 blah. Where's Alistair? It's really something hard to see in the night. Omicron wanders about ceaselessly, as if lacking a clear objective. What do you mean, wander about? It was flying like a madman. An Omicron wandering aimlessly? Where? Right at the back. Ah, I see it. It left the base. Let's follow it. Why am I skirting around it? I'm going to be too far away for it to catch me anyway. I disagree that this is not capable of stepping up this. It's not here, but it definitely came this way. I must have used the portal. Time to go through and see what we find. That is a very natural construction for a machine to be building or looking at. Bzzzt. What is your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive on its as it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it, is there anything special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have to continue to enhance ourselves. Like we did countless others, we conquered the stars whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why is it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So, it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunction in Omicron. These are by no means uncommon. But it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions, not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. To endeavour to live, even if we must depend on the forces beyond our control. Tell me, Nathan, one day, when this adventure becomes part of your epic, do you think I'll be mentioned in it? Maybe a footnote. You're not here so that you can be in a story. Of course, why wouldn't you be? You truly think so? That would be a... Nah, I shouldn't say such things until the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Well, we'd better get on with our task. Tracking down Sir, and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Last quest of the day. Oh, we are up to level 90. So we'll be getting close to the dungeon. Grahart here is ready to take the next step. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. Oh, it's not Omicron, it's Omicron. Actually, no, I think that's just a difference in pronunciation. I think both are technically correct. It's only because of Omega, but it is effectively spelled Omicron rather than Omega. Still, Omicron. Yep, Gemstone Trader is ready. We still need to get one more fate, but at this point, since this is the last quest, then unless one appears right nearby, we'll do it later. It appears the two of you made a promising discovery. I have given them the short of it, if you would care to provide the full account. Graha said you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good, because the units here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the extended operations unit, that there's no way to arrange a direct meeting. Still, that serves to provide that it's business as usual at the outpost. But enough about us. Tell me what you learned is more useful. If Omicron is trying to make sense of the meaning of life, none of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. This unit may well be in a position of leadership, or perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicron invade other stars to enhance themselves using the spoils of conquest. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it part or in whole. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have a ordinary Omicron body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. The problem is how to go about ascertaining if that's what's happened. I attempted to probe further, and it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would be willing to reveal its true identity. I have an idea. We use lightning on the console again, but make it stronger, much stronger. At that moment, it should the unit exhibit a reaction, that could suggest that it has a connection to Sir. An inspired idea. I dare say it's worth a try. I had a feeling you would be on board. This time, you must allow me to do the honours. I will stand guard in case your incantation draws sentries to the scene. For my part, then, I will approach our suspect and divert its attention. During which time, Nathan, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behaviour. I should mention that, shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first I assumed it was a unit on patrol, but perhaps... that could be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Alright, Alpano and I will stand at the console. When it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. This will work, I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend, Let's find this doubt-plagued Omicron. I think I'm now bouncing back and forth between the two pronunciations of Omicron and I see a fate. It is right nearby. And there are no other fates on the map, which means people are congregating towards it. But we still have 4 of these to do. But the extra movement speed would be really nice to have. I'll be right back. Nicely timed. Okay, let's go to where we were supposed to be going. At double speed! You again? What is your query? You were the one that was observing the tree, weren't you? Full glad I might find you again. I have a question for you, you see, about the device which sustains the tree. Provided it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information, very well. Grahat here has begun distracting the Omicron. Soon Alizé will strike the console with lightning. Observe M-017 closely for anomalous behavior. From here? Anomaly. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnosis. Error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave at once to present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It's to confront the truth. While we spoke, our comrade struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. To what end you sought to assess this fact, I do not know, but before we speak further, I must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well, our friends are at the console. Let's head there. If aught is amiss with the other Omicrons, I dare hope we found that. If naught is amiss with the other Omicrons, I dare to hope we have found that which prevents our advance. A little jolt works wonders, doesn't it? All that's left to do is have this Omicron divulge the truth to us. This unit struggles to understand why the tree continues to grow despite being destined to die. Let us shed a light on its doubts, that we may shine the way forward.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our planned function. This body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own. and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves.
Until they abandoned their flesh entirely.
What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
No. You misunderstand. The dragons were the fiercest creatures of all, and they beat them. They reached the optimal.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy is spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That's what he was trying to do with the tree.
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost.
But yet you stare at a tree and wonder why it grows.
lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise.
Again?
Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
I can't. Not again. You say it, I'll do it. Yeah, no, you say it, I'll do it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back. First, I want to visit Ishgard with you, properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will.
Ever the fanboy.
If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Are you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
Once again a swallow, but the swallow has a ring on it. I didn't notice that last time. One path up.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
Once again, the music becomes more hopeful. A crystalline path, he has paved the way for us. They all leave so easily, as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give them such a flick, and that'll just be the start. Well, we're going to call it there for today. I'll get all my busy work done while I catch up on my YouTube and whatnot else. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you next time when we are going to start to get this finished. Cheerio.